What I do: I am a Taekwondo instructor for an outreach program here in the city I live in. I see one group of students once a week, 45 minutes each class time. I want to talk about motivation. Motivation. In martial arts, I believe the art comes from properly motivating the individual, the student, no matter how young or how old, to develop themselves as a better person through the training of combat. You are going to train the person to be better. As a result of combat training, martial arts training, you're going to help the person develop self-confidence. You're going to help the person develop a intestinal fortitude, guts. You're going to get guts. You could teach and help develop a student that's shy to break out of their bubble and become a more outgoing person. In this world, I believe that a person that can be outgoing, popping that bubble, will be better in the work job market, be better as a person, be better in dealing with other people. I was the shy one. I was sheltered. I had this big bubble around me. And when it came to dealing with other people in social situations, it was always awkward for me. It was always awkward. Through teaching martial arts, teaching Taekwondo, I've developed a more social attitude. I'm no longer trapped in some big bubble that restricts me. So, motivation. When I'm teaching my classes, do I use negative reinforcement? Sure. That's tradition. It does have a purpose. You, Michael, you were caught by me stepping your feet on the person in front of you. Yeah, that's happened before. While you were sitting down. You owe me 15 push-ups. Some instructors, of course, would say 20, 25, even 30. And the kid's what? 5 years old? Negative reinforcement, that kind of reinforcement. Don't take the word negative as in being bad. It's just cause and effect. They misbehaved, they got punished. A bad negative reinforcement would be taking, let's say, a stick, and then, I don't have to elaborate more on that. That's extreme negative reinforcement. We don't need that. That's okay. Exercise for a wrongdoing. And of course, the punishment should match the offense. Who decides that? Me. I consider myself a fair person, and I always work to find, you've heard me say this before, the happy middle. The happy middle between negative reinforcement and positive reinforcement. Positive reinforcement, oh, okay, just don't do it again. You're doing such a good job. I know you're doing your best, okay? I'll try not to be so much boring when I'm talking. If you are too positive in your reinforcement, you could end up being stepped on. You're the teacher, but the student runs you. That's no way to go either. Find the happy middle. So, motivation. A student is not getting a technique down. Unfortunately for me, I see in one class 20 to even 30 students. And with a short time of 45 minutes a class, it's hard for me to properly motivate each and every student. Motivate by, if 5 students are not getting the technique, I don't have enough time to go one by one, which is a good way to do it. Stay with the student one by one to make sure they get the technique right and properly motivate them. Just keep repeating. Okay, lift your knee, turn your leg, make a table, and then execute your round kick. Over and over and over again, touching their knee. You touch their knee, boom, make sure the knee comes up. I myself, I can't be in 2 places at once. I can't be in 3 places at once. So you, my assistants who are watching watching this video, this is the kind of help I need. In a weird way, I'm going to explain it as I need you to be an extension of me. So anyone who is my assistant, what I need from you is to be an extension of me, a clone of me. So that if you can see that I'm being overwhelmed a little bit, I don't want to use the word a little bit. If I'm being overwhelmed, come in, help me spread the word. Listen to how I talk in class, listen to my explanation, and be an echo of me. Be an echo of me. That's what I need. And from there, I can properly motivate the class to learn their technique, learn their pumse, and become better at kyorugi, their sparring. So, to motivate, make them feel good about what they're doing. You hear me say it at the end of every class. Okay, everybody, good job, but I do need a louder kiai next time. You give a positive reinforcement, but you let them know that there is something that they need to improve on. I don't end the class like this. All of you, your kiai is bad. I'm disappointed in all of you. Next week, your kiai better be better, or else I'm not gonna even teach you anymore. That's sad. That's so bad. Negative reinforcement. That's bad. Don't be harsh. I'm talking to my assistants. If you watch me, I'm not harsh to my students. Don't grab them violently. Have a gentle touch, but show some firmness. This can only be taught through practice and by watching me. If you don't watch me, then you'll never learn. You won't get the balance of the happy middle. This might be a second video. I don't want this one to be too long. So next week, I may talk more about motivation or in a later video. But until then, I'll see you all later.